Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Angie, aka Angie's Books 90. Welcome back. So in this video, I have a massive ton of books that I've gotten within the past couple of weeks that I would like to show you guys. But before I do that, I wanted to give you guys just a quick, update. I'm still, reading this book. I'm actually taking my time with it. I have been going through a really big reading slump, and I've noticed a lot of booktubers lately were experiencing the same thing. So, um, I don't, I don't have to feel bad thinking that I was the only one. But so far, I'm really enjoying the story. Um, Willa of the Wood. So far, I highly recommend this book. It's a great story to read. Um, I know I originally had stated that when I heard about this book and looking at the cover, it kind of reminded me of my childhood favorite movie, Fern Gully. Well, now that I've read, got into this book, I'm on page 71. I know, I'm reading slow. But definitely not Fern Gully at all. Um, but I do like this series. I do like it a lot. Um, I highly recommend it. I believe it is considered a middle grade book, but anybody can read this book. I mean, all I have is great things about this book. I did not, as you can tell, I did not get to finish reading all the books I had planned to read, uh, for July. I'm still working on finishing them because I've got other, um, book, reading marathon challenges in mind. So, but I just want to get through those books that I've had set for last month that I didn't get to finish. Um, After this book, I got two more books that I had for July, and then I can go ahead and do my next reading challenge, which I'll definitely make another video on that. Um, so yeah, that's Will of the Wood. And so now, the gigantic book haul. I'm so excited. So, this first book that I got, and it has a massive sticker from my library because it was from their friendly corner. I purchased it. I didn't borrow it. I did purchase this book. So I got to take the sticker off. But it's The Amanda Project Revealed. Um, and this is the book 2 of a series that I really enjoyed. I have the first book, and now I was so excited to find the second book. Basically, what this story is about a girl named Amanda who one day just goes missing. She doesn't show up for school. Nobody knows what happened to her. And her best friend starts finding these clues. She either gets them like her locker, she'll get on her phone. Well, basically, it's clues that are being sent from who she believes is Amanda, giving her clues on basically what happened to her and where she went. So it's like it's definitely a mystery thriller, because she's trying to figure out, what happened to her friend, and she starts realizing, her friend had some deep secrets that she probably wouldn't have want to known. But what's really neat about this particular book series is, the author, she did an amazing little idea with these here. I'm trying to see if I can get her full name because it's completely blocked off. I can't see it, but the last name. Hold on. It's gotta be in here, right? Oh, here we go. Amanda Valentino. Um, And for those of you who don't know Amanda Valentino, she's also the writer of the Disney Villains books series, um, which I've heard are really good. I haven't read them yet. I do have the first book, but I don't know if I'll ever read it. But the idea that she does is every book is written by herself as well as another author. So, like, this one was written by her and another author named Peter Silsby. I don't remember who was the author that wrote the first one with her, but the third book, which is the book that comes after this one, was written by her and Laurie Faria Stellars, who's a great YA author. I love her books. So if you like mystery thrillers that deals with high school age teens, this is a good series to get into. The first book, by the way, of the series is called Invisible Eye, and it's a bright, beautiful pink color, so I do like that a lot. This next book I got is called Crossroads by W.N. Paul Young. I don't really know what it's about, but I got it mainly because it's the same author that wrote the book The Shack that I really enjoyed. And I figured, if I like Shack, I should like this one. But basically, on the back, it's basically about a man named Anthony Spencer and his life. He lives this very egotistical kind of a life, and then one day, kind of, it all goes downhill, and then he starts realizing the choices that he made aren't the right choices he should have made, and he basically learns from his mistakes and grows stronger as a better person with his faith in God. So I'm pretty sure I would like this book, because again, the same author wrote The Shack. It's another book I highly recommend. But yeah, Crossroads. This next book here is called Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. And this book is about two best friends, and one best friend basically disappears, just goes missing, and she leaves behind this kind of like a bucket list for her best friend of things for her to do, which actually breaks her out of her comfort zone, because you'll learn she's very shy, stays, into her shell. So I've heard a lot of good things about this book. So when I saw it, I grabbed it, and hopefully I'll like it. It's really cute. It has this photo, which is really cute. It's interesting as this book says bonus content inside. So, we'll find out. This next book I got is Goosebumps. I'm sure you can see from the back. But it's the Monster Blood Collection. It's Monster Blood 1, Monster Blood 2, and Monster Blood 3. Now, for those of you who haven't seen my earlier videos, growing up, I loved the Goosebumps series. And now that I'm older, I want to recollect the Goosebumps series and try to one day, get the whole Goosebumps series. I'm talking about the original Goosebumps books. Not so much Fear Street or can't remember what the other ones are. So when I saw this, I definitely had to add it to my collection. So I'm really glad that I was able to get my hands on this. This next book is, what's this? Oh, it is called Son of a Witch by Gregory Maguire. This is the sequel to the book Wicked. I have Wicked. It is a special collector's hardcover edition that I've got. I haven't finished reading that book, but when I saw the sequel, I was like, I gotta get the sequel. If I have the first one, then why not, you know? So this is basically, it follows the first book in the Land of Oz. So I can't wait to read this. What's really cool, you got that, and then there's a picture. I did notice, when I looked at my prior videos, whenever I'm showing you books, I realize the titles are showing, backwards. And I do apologize for that. I do record off my phone, so I don't have an editing program to really fix anything, or a fancy camera that a lot of YouTubers use. I don't have any of that. I just use my phone. So I apologize that the books are showing in reverse. But I'll try to eventually figure out a way to fix that little bit of an issue. But anyway, moving forward. The next book I got is called The Girl on the Train. Now, I heard quite a few about this book, too, through other YouTubers. This book, it's a point of view of 3 different characters that are in here. One being Rachel. What's the other one's name? Yeah, it doesn't say. But basically, it's 3 different perspectives. 3 different women that take the subway train. One girl in particular, Rachel. One day while she's taking the train, she looks out the window and she sees something horrifying. And basically, it's what she witnessed, and she's trying to figure out what she should do about what she should witness, and if what she witnessed is actually real. So yeah, it's Girl on the Train, and it's by Paula Hawkins. I'm sorry about that. I just realized I didn't even say the author. Yeah, so that's the cover. It's a fairly thin book. This next book I got is called Beach Lane: Summer Fun in the Hamptons by Melissa De La Cruz. I got it mainly because the cover is just stunning. It's beautiful pink, front and back. This talks about 2 people? Yeah, 2 different girls, or actually 3 different girls, each enjoying their summer vacation in separate spots, and they're all trying to find love. So if you like a summery book with romance, I'm pretty sure you'll like this book. This author is also the same author who wrote the Blue Blood series, so if you're a big fan of the Blue Blood series, you might like this book. I'll just have to put that one over here because there's so many. Oh my gosh. So this next book I got is called Uglies by Scott Westerfield. I was actually really excited that I got my hands on this book. I've kind of been wanting it for a while. I know this is actually a trilogy series. But basically it's about like this world where everybody's considered ugly. And then once you turn 16 on your 16th birthday, this type of government puts you through this special treatment that then makes you pretty. So I thought it was kind of interesting on the bottom here. It says, in a world of extreme beauty, anyone normal is ugly. So, I've heard that this book was really, really good. And so, when I was in the thrift store and I saw it, I really wanted to read it. The second book in the trilogy is called Pretties. And it looks like at the end of this one, if I can just open this page, it gives you a little snippet from the second book. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely keep my eye out for the second book. The third book is called Specials. And then, there's actually a fourth book, I'm sorry. The fourth book is called Extras. As you can see here. Sorry. It's all four of the books there. So that's Uglies. This next book here is part of a series that I've been collecting. It's one of my favorite series. And I was kind of glad that I found this in the thrift store in such great condition. Well, this is book 5 of the Kingdom Keepers. I also have a couple of these as audiobooks, but I still want to collect the physical copies because I like to listen to the audiobook while I read along. So this one's book 5. I love the cover. It's so stunning. Wish you can see how the words Kingdom Keeper shine so beautiful. That's the binding, as you can see. And then the back. This is written by Ridley Pearson. For those of you who don't know about this series, it takes place in Disney World or Disneyland. No, Disney World, yeah. And it's about these 5 kids that they had a job at Disney. They do what's called AI tour guides, where a fake version of them walks around the park giving tours to guests in the park. And this huge issue arrives. Disney After Dark, the characters come alive, and it's up to these 5 kids to help get rid of this particular enemy, which I don't remember what they're called. To basically save all the characters and to save Disneyland and Disney World. I'm currently listening to the audiobook of book 1. I have the physical copy of book 1. I believe it's currently in storage, because where I'm living right now it's only temporary, so most of my books that I've gotten in the past are in storage. Once I'm able to take them out, I'll definitely do a big video on those. And go from there. So yeah, this is definitely a series that I highly recommend. If you're a huge Disney fan, you'll definitely love this series. Now this next book here, it's called The Mark. Now this is book 8 of the Left Behind series. The Left Behind series is a Christian series written by Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins about the trials and tribulations that will be coming soon. And I've been trying for over 5 months to collect this entire series. So right now, I've got, including this one, I've got books 1 through 12. So now I'm just missing the last book of the series, which is book 13. So I can't wait to get my hands on that book. Yeah. So that's The Mark. Now, with the Left Behind series, there was a trilogy that was the prequel to the Left Behind series, And I currently have book 2, which was the Regimen, I think it was called, and book 3, which was the Rapture. But I was missing the first one of that trilogy, and I finally have it now. It's called The Rising, which is right here. So I'm really, really excited to get my hands on these books. I can't wait to get the last book so my series can be complete. Now this book was also written by Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins. And I thought this book was really interesting. It's called The Jesus Chronicles, and this one is John's story. There's 4 of them, obviously. So there's John, there's Luke, there's Mark, and Matthew. And each book is about each individual man's story of their witness of God. And at the end of the book, then I noticed, if I can just get to, where's the first page? There we go. It's called The Words of John, and it's basically all of the scriptures from John in the Bible, as you can see. So I thought that was really cool. So I can't wait to start reading this, and most likely I'll definitely like it, but I'm definitely keep my eyes out for the other 3 in this series. I think this would be a nice little series to have in my collection as well. As you can tell, it's a very thin book. There's that one. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna put some in these bags because they're separated in a bunch of chunks here. Okay. Oh, I completely just ripped this bag open. Hey. We're on the last pile here. This next book I got is called The Dark Hour by Casey Young. And this is a large print edition, which the words are humongous. Which is fine for me because I know you haven't really seen it in my videos, but I do wear glasses to see. I'm nearsighted, and then also have an astigmatism in both eyes, so I have a hard time seeing up close, like when I'm reading, as well as far away. So this will actually help me. Basically, this book is about a man who is hired as a live-in home nurse / nanny to these 2 retired magicians that are pretty rich. They got a lot of money behind them, a nice house. And he starts to believe that once the 2 magicians pass away, that he's going to inherit that wealth. And he meets this random lady who explains to him that she's got premonitions of him and the house and something dark. But he's not really too sure. He starts to experience things around her house, but he thinks he might be going mad, and he's scared that it's all in his head. So, I definitely can't wait to read this one. Ow. This next book I got is by Angie Thomas, and it's called The Hate You Give. The second book in the series is called Concrete Rose. But I heard a lot about this book from one YouTuber called Gabby Reads. I love her channel. If you don't know her, definitely search her up and watch her videos. She's just amazing. She's really awesome. I don't really know much about what the book is about. I know that she really enjoyed it. So when I saw it, I grabbed it. Um, Apparently, it's about a girl named Star who witnesses a fatal shooting of her childhood best friend named Khalil. And basically, it's her trying to figure out what happened and having to deal with the cops who don't really care. Um, so, apparently, this book's really good. It's got 2 awards on here. As you can see, one of them there. So, I can't wait to give this book a try. And then I'm definitely gonna keep my eye out for, Concrete Rose. From what I was told, Concrete Rose is the prequel to The Hate You Give, but it's recommended or preferred to read The Hate You Give first and then read Concrete Rose. So that's what I plan to do. This next book I got is by Taryn Fisher, and it's called The Wrong Family. And it's about a person named Juno, don't know if it's male or female, who moves in to this house with this family called the Crouch family, and realizes that everything she thought about them was completely wrong, and there's like dark secrets within this family. And I really like thrillers, so this sounded really good for me. On the front it says a lifetime of deadly secrets all under one roof. So that sounds pretty interesting. This next book I picked up is called Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. It says The Perfect Marriage or The Perfect Life. And this is a thriller about a couple named Jack and Grace that, in everybody's eyes, they're the perfect couple. They're madly in love, you know. But what they don't realize is they're basically inseparable from each other. But then you kind of everybody starts wondering, why can't Grace come out to meet for coffee, for example. And then they notice she makes these like elaborate meals, but yet she stays so skinny. Little things like that. So basically a thriller of what's going on behind the closed doors. You never know. This very last book that I got is called Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. And on the back it says her perfect life is a perfect lie. And it's about a girl, a teenager, who basically had this huge humiliation issue happen. So she's basically trying to rebuild herself as a new person, new image. But something that she tried to bury in her past doesn't exactly stay buried. And her past begins to haunt her, basically. On the front, there's a blurb here from Entertainment Weekly. It says, The Perfect Page Turner. People Book of the Week. Legitimately shocking. Completely unputdownable. So, again, I really do like thrillers. There's also another blurb here from Reese Witherspoon. And she put a huge summary. Read one of those great stories that you can't put down. So, and the other reason why I liked it, I just like that cover. It's really nice. With that black rose. I don't know if you can really see it, but the black, it's like a metallic black and gray which is really pretty. And then it's got the yellow binding. And that is it for all of my books. If you want to see more of my content, go ahead and subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. And I know I say this in every video, but no one ever comments down below. So please don't be afraid to comment below. I want to see what books you guys enjoy to read and what your favorite books are. Well, please don't be shy to comment down below. I want to see what you guys are reading. And if you guys want to see more, you have ideas of other videos you want to see me do, go ahead and comment below. Let me know. You know, I'm human. I'm here to listen. But I want to thank you guys for coming to my channel and making it this far in this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.